So we're at the end of the line, end of the show here in Reykjavik, Iceland, and I thought I'd bring out a native from behind the camera. It's none other than Dory. He's been filming me all week, so we felt he needed a little bit of a time in the spotlight.
In my native home grounds of Reykjavik.
Hey, he's been my guide all week long, telling me about stuff and sort of correcting the tour guides and all of that stuff.
Somebody has to do it.
Somebody has to do it, that's right.
But we're here to talk about the convention, Paradox Convention 2013, highlights, announcements, etc.
Etc. Yes, it's been a busy couple of days for us here in Reykjavik. We've been doing our usual work, which is interviews. I think they've been showing around 10 games here, I think, something like that. And a couple of new announcements that we've already covered in a previous blog. But we thought we'd give you a little bit of an idea of the kind of content that we'll be bringing out over the next few weeks on GRTV, maybe 2 weeks. Work hard, work fast.
Yeah. We'll hammer it out. We'll get this up soon.
So you've seen these blogs, and we filmed a press conference that's going to sort of give you a little bit of an overview of where Paradox is at right now.
Yeah, history of Paradox and what they're going to be focusing on this year, and yes, the announcement of the games and a brief description.
And we also have an interview with Fred, the CEO of Paradox, who talked to us a little bit about the outlook that Paradox have on next gen and sort of the new opportunities that arises, and a lot of other things that you're gonna get to hear in that interview.
I was kind of surprised at this convention just how many new game announcements there were and how close to being ready those games are. They were all playable basically. Magica on tablet, the
Leviathan,
Warships,
a couple of expansions. I think this is a little bit of a new strategy from Paradox, because previously at these conventions they've been talking about games that they just signed and they hadn't almost just entered into production.
Yeah, here's a screenshot.
Here's a couple of screenshots, or like we can show you this prototype how the games very early. And I think they realized that they want to show the games in a more finished state, and this is part of their strategy to work on a little bit fewer games and make sure that they are high quality, because
and a lot of them are coming from the internal development studio now.
Yes. And they have grown a lot, and we have yet to hear what Paradox North is working on. That's apparently a big project, and they have built. I think they've grown 40% internally the last year, Paradox. So they're really sort of gearing up to do that, and also, which was a milestone for the company, for the first time ever, they canceled a couple of projects. Yeah. And one was announced, that was Magna Mundi, that they shown at a couple of these conventions previously, apparently yes, that game just didn't come together.
It wasn't up to par. No. It wasn't up to their standards, so they killed the project.
And that's I guess that's a sort of a stage that each publisher has to go to. When you get to a certain stage, you have to be able to.
You need to keep that quality standard. Yeah. But yes, the next couple of days. What are the interviews that we're going to get out in the next couple of days?
I think I have a rough list here. I think we did around 20 shows or something like that. So around about 10 interviews. I think a couple of the ones that we're going to bring out first is going to be a Showdown Effect, because that was to us sort of the game of the convention, I think you can say. And we're also going to bring out a very long interview on War of the Roses. We talked to Gordon Van Dyke, the executive producer, on that.
Very in-depth and an entertaining interview.
He's always a pleasure to talk to. Yeah. I've known him since his Battlefield days. So look forward to that. If you're playing War of the Roses, there's a lot of news for you. And also for those of you who aren't playing War of the Roses, there's
a reason to start.
Yes, because there's going to be a free trial version where basically you can play with all the other players, but you're just a little bit more limited in terms of.
Yeah, you're lacking like customization options. Yes. and some of the modes are a lot.
Exactly. You can play the sort of the standard classes, and you can play a couple of game modes.
And the paying members can create servers that they block you from.
Yes.
So
if it gets overrun, then they will. Also,
and they're going to add servers, and they are adding servers anyway.
Yeah. So that's a very interesting thing. of course, we did an interview on the tablet version of Magica.
Yeah, Wizards of the Square tablet. And that's coming out so soon. We need to get that interview out.
Yes.
Let you hear
It's
all
just-
about the game.
They're
And,
just entering submission next week.
yeah.
So that game is coming out very soon. We did a bunch of interviews on internal Paradox development studio games, such as Europa Universalis 4, which, very different from Showdown Effect, but equally sort of powerful presence here at the show. And they're also bringing out a game very soon that you'll see an interview up very soon on site, which is March of the Eagles. An interesting, very different kind of game from the Paradox Development Studio, and that has its reasons. We talked to Chris King about that game, so that interview is also coming. What else is there? Well, there's plenty more, but we can't spoil it all. But that's sort of an outlook. Of
this is all gonna be early next week.
Yeah.
And then we'll be rolling out the rest of the shows as soon as we get them edited and done.
Because we want them to be released in pristine condition and with all the proper gameplay clips.
Like everything
Yes.
that we edit.
You edit, yes. My work here is done. Yours begin.
But yes, that's it for Paradox Convention 2013.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.